Hi, I'm Kirsten Holmes, and here's what's happening. With summer-like temperatures, deputies across the area are warning hikers and swimmers to be safe. A swimmer is still missing near Auburn, and El Dorado County deputies had to rescue 2 hikers who got stranded on Tuesday. A creek those hikers crossed early in the day rose to the point where they couldn't get back to the other side. Deputies say hikers need to make sure that their cell phones are fully charged and have extra snacks with them, and make sure that friends and family know where you are and when to expect you back. That way, someone knows in case something happens to you. But the warnings don't stop there. The Placer County Sheriff is warning about bears. You need to lock your cars and your windows if you go to Tahoe. They say a bear got trapped inside of this car and then tore it to pieces. It may have gotten stuck while looking for food. And a new plan from the Trump administration would expand hunting and fishing in protected lands like wildlife refuge and fish hatcheries across the country. Altogether, 1.4 million acres would be affected. 5 places in our area are a part of that plan, and it would allow for wild turkey hunting in Colusa, Delavan, Sacramento, and Sutter National Wildlife Refuge, but only in places where other hunting is already allowed. And near Elk Grove, you would be able to fish for the first time ever at the Stone Lakes National Wildlife Refuge. All right, so with all of the hunting and fishing that a lot of people are about to be able to do, I'm hoping that the weather will allow for it. Let's check in with Rob.
All right, let's face it. It's been hot. We've gotten through it. We've got some nice free air conditioning that's moving in already through this morning. So instead of the 60s, we were waking up to the 50s. That's a nice little change for many valley spots. Not all, but many. And then 60s and 70s. You know, by this time yesterday, when I showed you 10 a.m., we were already in the 80s. By this time, moving into the early morning and afternoon, we're about 10 degrees cooler. So that's going to be some significant relief just naturally. Things have changed, and that's the way it's going. Look in the mountains, another dry day. So things have obviously shifted over a little bit. We're going to have one more day of cooling into the low 80s. You're going to love the weather on Friday, but there's one price that we pay for this. It is going to be dry and windy. Even though it's cooler and nice, dry and windy. This time of the year, with all the grasses drying out from the recent hot weather, that's a fire risk. So everyone's got to be careful, be aware of what's going on in your community, because these are prime fire conditions for low-lying areas. We've got the same thing on Saturday, and it will be hot. Looking ahead to next week, close to 100 or hotter for at least a couple days.